Alright, so last game we showed was Reg, so now let's show some CFM gameplay. So this is going to be a Splash Zone, and again, he's probably a top 100 player in the world. Again, he was Final Four in the Chargers Club Series, and he's notorious for this gun spread offense here. And again, gun spread is a really tough offense to defend. Again, you're going to see a lot of quick snapping in this game. So again, you're gonna have to see me, kind of thinking outside the box and mixing it up a lot, because again, this is something that a formation that really can't be stopped by just playing, all out basic zones. So again, we're gonna utilize a lot of, you know, hybrid coverages. Again, we learned a lot about that a lot in the best coverage strategies class. So here in offense, so again, it's just kind of a few, or from a defensive perspective, again, just kind of a feeling out process here. So again, we see that he's willing to run his base a decent bit, as you'll see in this game. So I'm gonna have to shift my line to be in position to shoot this base. Again, don't worry about that too much, guys, because again, all that can kind of vary, based on the man, the run shoots and stuff. But more the concept of just being willing to protect against the run if he's showing that he's willing to run the ball a decent bit. So, and here I know that if I shift towards the running back, I believe, I can get a pretty good shoot here on the running back. And my guy came in free there, but wasn't able to fully make the play. So here, 3rd and 1 again. In these situations, we're expecting short, especially when he's in an under center formation. We're 1,000% expecting run here. So again, I'm gonna play pretty aggressive run defense. I'm gonna spy my free safety and put a purple on the strong side. Again, I don't know if he got this or not. I think they might have. And again, he's gonna be inches short. So again, we gotta be looking to protect short here in this situation. So again, on 4th and inches, I'm gonna get aggressive here. He's popped me on the run, a few times. Not too bad, but on that first one, he got me for 5 yards, and again he got me on 4 yards on another one. So again, I hit him with the run commit here. I really thought it would be a run here. Again, a lot of people look to play it safe here in this situations, knowing they only need a few inches. And I hit him with the run commit here really early. Getting good dot by him. To stay composed with the run commit there and, get it to the open guy. But here, again, I've played Islania a lot, who's another spread player, so I know this play is probably going to be a slant with a running back out the backfield on a wheel route, so I tried to man him up on time, but wasn't able to. But he throws an Aaron Reed here, and we're able to pick him off here on his first drive. So that's huge because, again, spread is a pretty tough offense to stop consistently. So that was a big stop here earlier in this game. Um, especially considering it's pretty easy to move the ball in CFM. Again, the zone coverage usually isn't too great. So, um, cut out that last little bit clutch. So here in offense on this first drive, we're gonna be looking to stick to our base plays here. Again, the first drive is a feeling out process. Again, we're gonna see how he can handle our best plays here, and we're gonna stick with our base plays until he proves they can really stop them. Our best 2 or 3 plays. Again, this is the best play I usually start with. You saw me start with it in the other game as well versus Yardstick. So when we go back to that play, again, he had his zone drop set to 30 here. So I was going to look to attack more so underneath here. Again, we know that, from the attacking the 9 spaces on the field course, that he did a good job. So he was defending that deep left sideline, and he was defending short left. So I was gonna look to hit him to the mid left here now, expecting him to kind of go back to what he did before. And he didn't have anyone over there that time, so he was really looking to user deep. And I really thought I had this. I passed it towards the sideline, but again, the safety in the hard flat was able to play this somehow, and was able to swat it up and get picked. I was a little surprised by that, but I guess I gotta wait a little bit more because I did see that the safety was in a hard flat, but he made a really good play on that ball there. So here back in offense for him. We got to be careful for this running back out the backfield again. These guys in spread do like to throw to their running back here, so I got to be watching for that. And good play there by him. Out route versus cover 3. So again, we got to kind of look to maybe cover 2 that side. Play some man coverage over there, maybe some match, because again, those arrows are gonna kill my cover 3 here. Or what I'm gonna do is or I don't think I meant to man up my outside guy there, but again, we're going to commit a lot to that out route here, and I'm going to watch the right seam myself. Again, we got to have a plan here pre-snap with our user. Got to ask ourselves, what are we defending with our coverage adjustments? And again, I'm really dedicating a lot of resources towards the sideline here. I know that the open spot in the field is going to be this right seam, so that's where I'm going to look to go with my user. And again, we man up the running back here because we saw he's been throwing to him a lot. But again, this little running back circle out of the backfield beats man coverage as well. So we're gonna have to look, to make a different adjustment versus that. What I'm thinking right now is, we might just have to cross man that running back instead of just straight up manning him up. So maybe he won't get clicked on the cut like that. But again, 2nd and 4 here. Almost everyone's going to go for the run. He does call a timeout, but if he goes back to that, I'm going to be looking to heavily commit towards the run. Yeah, remember in these situations that it's tough to pass down here. So, again, a lot of people are going to look to just kind of run the ball and make it easy on themselves. And I know that. So, again, look how aggressive I'm going to be playing the run here. Again, I'm 1,000% ready for the run. I know the spaces are really condensed down here, so again, play to get aggressive, played the run, and able to stop him for a loss of 4 here. So again here, we're gonna go to cover 4, and I should have man up the running back here, because remember last time as I told you guys earlier in these courses, so again, we got to be paying attention to detail. So what is he like when he motions over that receiver? And when he motions over that receiver last time, it was a slant with a wheel route coming out the backfield. So I should have manned up this running back out the backfield there. I was trying to do that. I shouldn't have manned up the slant, because again, it's pointless to man up the slant here, because man up the slant straight up, because he's gonna win. The slant's gonna win versus straight up man. Anyways, again, it's a man beating route. Maybe if I had crossman the slant, that would have been better. But again, I should have man up the running back wheel instead, because last time he did that, it was a running back wheel with a slant. And again, definitely should have had the running back man up there, so I could have ran with the slant instead. And I pay for that mistake, and he scores a touchdown here. So again, here back on offense, what I noticed last time is, again, he was leaving that deep right portion of the field open, or on the tight end side, he's leaving that deep right portion of the field open. Again, he kind of gave up in the zone drops, it looked like, on that first drive, because again, he saw that this crossing route got over the 30-yard zone drop. And that's why it's my base play. It's that effective. So again, it's looking like he has some trouble versus that play. So again, I'm gonna go right back to that play here, because if he has to run with that route himself, again, my in route's gonna be open underneath. Again, we stayed patient here. We waited for him to bit down. He did, and then he ends up giving up the crossing route again. Even though he has his zone drop set to 25-30, again, that route will still get over the top of it, and that's why it's so effective. And that's why, it's my money play and something I'm going to look to go back to. So again here, I'm going to make him prove that he can stop this play. I don't know if he can. So gonna go right back to it, and again he's gonna leave. Uh, he gave up on the zone drop. So if you guys notice a pattern here, so on that first drive he went 30-yard zone drop. The crosser got over it anyways, and then he kind of gave up on it, and then said, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna run with it myself. And then on the second drive, again, he followed that same pattern on defense where it was, first play, 30-yard zone drop. He was like, oh, Cross got over it anyways. And then next play he went and used it, and he did the same thing on the first and second drive, from the first to second play. So again, I'm gonna looking to keep go to it. He's obviously having some trouble versus it. So again, here in the CFM, I don't have any offensive line abilities like post up. So again, it's gonna be really hard to pass versus the two-man rush is gonna get to me in this game. And you're gonna see that here. I had the route open underneath, but not able to get it off because of the two-man rush got to me. But again, we obviously see we have people open on this play every single time. So, and we're gonna look to keep going back to this, until he proves that he can really stop it. And he hasn't shown me that he can stop this play yet. So again, he's not gonna even look to. He's kind of giving up on the zone drop. So again, he's looking to user guard this deep right portion of the field. So I want to keep running a route in that portion of the field. Then obviously, look to kill him underneath with some complementary routes. So again, there, 4th and 3. Usually, I know we talked about like the offensive situational play calling, where the ultimate offensive, obliteration course. It was a lot of, you know, look to attack deep in that situation. But since it's so early in the game, and since this guy is playing so passive on defense every single play, it's just all out coverage, all out coverage. And again, I hadn't really attacked that that portion of the field yet, so I kind of figured he would leave that open. Plus, I still had this crosser in the field that he's been having trouble with, plus a route underneath for him to user guard. So here, again, we started to notice, and again, plus we're at the 29, so it's going to be hard to fit this crossing route. So again, we've kind of been picking up that he's starting to not, guard, the underneath short portion on the tight end side. So again, we're gonna look to attack that space on the field. Again, we wanna make him respect every space on the field. Short left, right short left, or I'm sorry guys, short left, short right, deep left, deep right, and just make him feel like we have everything, every portion of the field at our disposal. So again, here on the 2nd and inches, I didn't really like that play call because again he's been mainly protecting, this. Well, on the last play, he kind of left, the short left open, but he made the proper adjustment on the next play, and kind of went to that double maple look. So again, now we know that again we really don't have a deep left part of the field when we get inside the 20. So, but I know is that he's guarding the short left and the medium left, and I saw on earlier this drive he was kind of guarding on the trip side. He had flats at different depths. So what that tells me is he's dedicating a lot of resources towards the silent here. So we're gonna want to work the middle portion of the field once we get past this play. Again, in these situations here, again, just take your free yards. It's really hard to get when you're an inch away, a yard away. It's really hard to stop. The combination of goal line, where you get the fullback dive, the sneak. So again, keep it simple in those situations. Again, here is really leaving a gap here on the right here for us to kind of hit him with fullback dive. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to stop this when you're not in goal line. And again, we're able to pop him here for a touchdown. Again, you just gotta keep it simple when you're short like that. Just give it to your power back and let him go to work. All right, back on offense here for him. And last drive he was kind of killing us with a quick snap a little bit, and Also, he's utilizing this running back out of the backfield a lot on that little wheel route over the middle. So again, I cross-manned him here. Again, remember he was that running back on the little circle route. Again, he was killing her straight up man. So I said, remember last drive, I was like, okay, I got to cross-man him next because that running back keeps coming back over the middle of the field on like a sharp cutting route. So again, the cross-man did a pretty good job right there on that play. And also, we cross-manned his crossing route on the outside as well. So played pretty solid defense on that play. So again, I'm kind of gonna look to go back to that setup, see how he handles it. Also, we're gonna put the 10-yard purples again because remember he started killing me with those out routes on the outside. So again, that's where we get the 10-yard purples. Again, here we're gonna again good little quick throw here by him. You know, he had the hitch. He had the hitch there on the left slot, so that's where I kind of went the user. You know, I was kind of in a dilemma there with my user, so. Again, we're really gonna have to, you know, mix it up on this guy though. Again, he's obviously kind of, he's doing good versus our base defenses. So again, this is where we have to kind of mix it up and say, okay, what is he killing us with, and then you know make the proper adjustments. And again, he goes back to this, you know, out route on the outside. So again, that was go back to it here again. This was the second time he's caught us with this out route. So again, what I'm thinking here is we got to have some sort of you know, sometimes purples from the slot don't always get out there in time. So again, we might need a safety. We might need safety help on that side. You know, a safety purple on like 10, or maybe even put the flat on 10, and you know can kind of play that little out route. And then you know, obviously, if I put my strong safety here in a flat or in a purple, again, that's going to give up the seam right here on the right. So as we learned in the best coverage strategies class, we're gonna run a little bit of hybrid here and kind of man up that right slot, and then you know kind of flat put the strong safety in a flat here to guard that deep out route while not giving up the seam. And again, I was trying to run to that seam knowing that was the weakness. Again, my plan pre-signed with my user was okay, get to the seam, but he just was able to throw it so quickly. I was not able to get over there in time. But I knew that was the weakness of my CPU coverage, so trying to get there with my user, just wasn't able to get there in time. But again, we're gonna make the proper adjustments going forward. And again, it's a little tougher because this guy has the potential to you know quick snap me. So here, when he has his running back on the left side, um, you know the deep out route is on the right side of the field. So and that's why I started manning him up here. So he couldn't throw that out route. And he mixes up the run here again. Good run call by him again. You know, this offense, like I said, guys, is you know it's tough to stop because again it's got the quick base, which is really effective on Madden 21, as well as a lot of good quick snap routes. So, but you know we just got to utilize. We just got to think outside the box, get a little creative, and utilize our hybrid coverage. Again, here, you know, he's been giving me a bit of trouble in my base coverages. You know, I ran a lot of the cover 3, so again, this is kind of where it's time to mix it up. You know, see how they react to other you know coverages here. So again, I'm gonna mix in some match here, and I'm gonna man up that little slot there, expecting a little hitch route. Again, he's able to dot my match coverage here. Usually the quarter flat matches to the running back flat there, but it didn't on that play. Again, here, first single at the 1, we're just thinking run. Where it is, he only has a yard here on defense. Again, we're just looking to protect against the run. Make him pass on here. We're going to spy both of our safeties. Again, we're able to make a little bit of a stand here. You know, we'll see what we can make happen. Again, I'm going to fully commit to the run here. Maybe not run commit, but again, I'm going to spy both of my safeties here. Again, I'm not really, if he beats me by passing here, whatever, but I'm not going to let him just take the easy route and just run. Again, I double spy my safety. He's still able to get in there. Again, back in offense here. So, again, so far this game, he's had a lot of trouble with curl flat. So even though he has film study here, again, I'm playing. This is a CFM, so again, they have these, type of abilities. So again, he had film study here. He's able to see my play. He's actually able to see my player, and again, as I said before, he keeps leaving the deep sideline portion of the field on the tight end side open. Uh, and what he's trying to do is if I call that play, he's just gonna run with his user to try to defend it. So again, I'm gonna keep looking to run a route into that deep portion of the field. Just run his user off deep, and then I can kind of work, over the middle of the field or on other places of the field. Um, again, run his user off with that cross route, and then just work other parts of the middle with other routes. So again, that's what I'm gonna do here. Again, what he's doing here now is he has like a little 3-rec over the middle of the field. So again, he's going to keep leaving that deep right portion open. And he's going to utilize a 3-rec over the middle of the field to defend against, these underneath options I have coming over the middle of the field. So again, I know that though the 3-recs, they're not going to guard the in route the entire way. They will carry it from sideline to sideline. But not the whole way, but again here he's able to see my player on defense right now, which is pretty which is pretty insane if you think about it. But if you guys notice a slight adjustment here, so he's spreading his D line. So again, this is a pretty obvious tell to me that he's going to be blitzing here. When people spread their D line in match 21 out 55 wide, usually setting up the blitz setup. So again here I actually blocked my running back here. Again, as you guys are going to notice, post snap. We gotta read the defense post snap. We haven't talked about that too much in the full game breakdowns, but again, that's a lot of we see the outside thirds. We're taking a look post snap at the right half of the field, and again, I see that's outside thirds. So obviously, it's some sort of cover three. And then he's leaving that deep right portion of the field open, as well as the middle somewhat open for us. Again, we know that drag will get underneath, the 3-rec eventually. Again, here, it seems like he's going to go back to coverage defense because he shifted his line. So I'm going to go right back to 5 out here. Again, most people don't blitz out of this type of look right here. So, and that's what he sent me. Send out the extra guy. And I look to put my square here on a deep in route. Because again, usually the 3-rec, if it's guarding these drags and stuff underneath, it usually won't guard a deep in route. But again, it did guard the deep in route there. So again, we're just going to have to, that just means we have to make slight adjustments here on offense. And again, maybe look to attack other portions of the field. So again, here, I want you guys to watch the pocket presence here. Again, guys, get your drills in for pocket presence. I know we haven't talked about the pocket presence too much yet, but again, notice how we're going to step up and away from the pressure. Again, we see that people, or we felt that, again, you don't want to be watching these guys, but again, we felt that there was pressure, coming in up the middle. So again, we're going to shift, towards the outside. Shift outside again. Now we're going to chase from behind, and while keeping my eyes down the field, again, I'm going to shift back to the left, and my line is going to be able to pick them up here. Again, I'm able to kind of run away, from the blitzers here. We have R1 open here, and he missed it. I was pretty sick about this. It was such good pocket presence. I'm not going to lie. I was a little mad that I missed that throw. And you're going to see the frustration come out a little bit later in this drive, but, but he's playing good defense on us. So, again, he's really stacking that middle of the field wall. He's doing a good job, using that deep right sideline. So again, we have the medium right sideline, so we can either look to attack that part of the field, but really, again, we've worked a lot of this, right half, this right third of the field, the middle third of the field. We got to look to attack the other sideline now, because again, he's doing a good job over the middle, but again, here we know he's leaving this 3-rec though, and again, look, he's going to run deep every time with that guy, and usually the 3-rec does not fall the whole way there. Again, as you saw, I ran this earlier in the game, and the 3-rec did not fall, the whole entire way. But again, that's why you got to get 3-recs in a game of defense. They do a really good job of following right here. And, I followed like from sideline to sideline. Usually they kind of drop off, but was not able to fit that in there. So really what I got to do here is look to attack this left sideline here. Again, I won't lie, guys. I was a little upset on the 1st and 10. I gotta compose myself. But it was upsetting when you have a phenomenal play in the pocket and they just don't reward you. I was a little sick. So here, I kind of forced it here. I had this drag, open up underneath. Again, I won't lie. I was a little frustrated. I was a little frustrated. But I'm like, okay, after this play, I just gotta recompose myself. We've been here before. We've been cheated before in Madden. It happens. But again here, take this situation into consideration. So again, there's 1 minute left. He has no timeouts. It's a 3rd and 10. He's going to be giving up the underneath here. So again, I really got to throw my underneath here. Just try to get some yards back. I probably would have gotten the 1st down here too. Again, I had this drag open underneath, and again, makes perfect sense because again, it's a 3rd and 10. People are going to be looking to protect deep here and not give up the big play, especially with a minute left. So again, this is where we got to look to go underneath. But again, I got a little greedy here. Was a little frustrated, but I was like, when this happened, I was like, okay, I just got to recompose myself. We've been here before, and again, even if you haven't been there before, again, now's the time to make history for yourself. Now's the time to get over it. Next play mentality. So again, here I'm gonna mix it up here in defense. I'm gonna go to 2 men under. He's been giving my zone defense some trouble, so I'm gonna see how he kind of reacts to the man coverage here at the end of half. And again, we kind of double team this guy here. Again, that was a freaking phenomenal catch by his running back here, but I kind of liked what I saw. I should have stayed with the running back there because I double team his outside receiver. So again, I'm gonna mix it up here, play with the straight man to man. We're gonna lurk him here. Again, I'm gonna get quick snap like shit here too, but again, he's been killing me a lot with this deep out route, and I know straight up man to man is gonna take away that deep out route. I have a 1 step ahead on the outside as well for that crossing route that's been coming over the middle of the field. So kind of want to see how the man would play it. Again, I've went to some cover 2, mostly cover 3 so far. Out of hybrid. He's been having some decent success versus it. So again, I want to mix it up here. See how he kind of handled the man coverage. I knew I could do decent, especially since I have 1 step ahead. So, and again, look at my user here. Again, I know that my only responsibility is the running back. And again, I'm just gonna bait him here. I'm gonna act like I'm going deep with this crossing route. But again, I'm gonna come right back down to this running back here. Just play really aggressive on it. And his quarterback, that was a pretty poor throw by his quarterback as well. He kind of like lofted the ball there. But anyways, we're going to get it back here on offense. So, again, you either got to just kind of take a shot here. Again, with only 21 seconds, 1 timeout, you don't really want to throw a 5-yard pass here over the middle of the field. Again, that's pretty much going to be the drive. You could, but really you want to, if you throw over the middle of the field here, you really want to look to get half here. So you can kind of still take another shot at the red zone. And so here, in these situations, you want to work the silence, get out of bounds. Again, you got to think 20 seconds left, no timeouts. The defense is looking to protect deep. I'm already in field goal range. He doesn't want to give up the touchdown. So again, I knew that my underneath would be open here, and I was able to work the silence, get out of bounds. Again, it's key to work the silence in these situations. Again, here I'm going to take a little shot play here. Don't want to risk anything over the middle of the field. Just throw it away here. Live the fight. Another down. Don't need to force anything in this situation. It's gonna be tough to score a touchdown here, so gotta be willing to live with. Potentially only getting 3 here. And again, he's gonna give up this underneath. Again, in these situations a lot. Again, he's just looking to really protect the end zone. That a lot of times people will forget underneath, and I don't blame him as long as they don't give up the touchdown here. So. And here I'm gonna cook up a little bit of a laser here. Got this one off my boy J Wall, but again, this is a perfect time to kind of take a little bit of a shot here because I know that he's been running. Well, I know that he's been running cover 3 down here. Again, we want to be making these post snap reads. So I looked at the left half of the field here. And you're going to see that his outside cornerback is dropping to an outside third. And, I see that his, strong safety is like in a 25-yard flat, right? So, again, we got this information from the last play. So, it's been basically cover three the entire game. We're always making those post-snap reads, reading that particular half of the field. So, it's been basically the same coverage all game. So, I kind of cooked up a little cover three beater here. And again, watch what happens to the right outside third. So he's going to be distracted by the corner route or the comeback route. Um, and then that inside third is going to be kind of distracted by, he has two other streaks coming over the middle of the field. So that's going to leave, this third streak open here, the triangle. Again, good little cover three beater here, to pop him for the touchdown here right before half. Again, our post-snap reads have been telling us all game is cover three. So we cooked up a cover three beater right before half here. Again, here on offense, so again, we've been rating the defense post snap. We know it's been a lot of, you know, kind of double maple on both sidelines, or he'll kind of run deep, either that or he'll run to the deep sideline to defend like a crossing route. But again, I know he's dedicating a lot of resources to the sidelines. Um, anytime we've attacked the trip side, he's put his kind of D end in a little hard flat, and he's had a deeper flat as well. So again, we're going to look to attack over the middle of the field now as well. Again, it wasn't there, but again, we had the short flat here on the trip side. So again, what I saw there on that play though is that he doesn't have two flats here on the trip side. So we're going to look to attack the sidelines here. Again, this was all from the post snap reads. And now we're just going to, again, we've been working, again, the deep sideline a lot on the tight end side, right? We've worked, the short flat to the tight end side. So we've worked a lot to the sideline on the tight end side, and we just ran a play, to attack kind of over the middle of the field, and we've been doing a lot of crossing routes over the middle of the field. But again, we want to be attacking every part of the field here, and the part of the field here we haven't been attacking so far is, the trip sideline. And again, I saw on that last play that he only had one flat zone defender over there. So, you guys, remember, the sidelines are going to be your best friends. Force them to put two flats, onto each. Make them feel like they need two flats in each sideline at different depths. So, again, we saw that. We're going to take advantage of that one sideline defender. We're going to utilize our flood concepts here. And, again, only one flat zone defender again. And, man, we had the corner out, but, man, it just kind of sucks for this team because I don't have, the post-up. So, his two-man rush is going to get to me here. But, again, it was a good play call. Again, we're utilizing that pull route, the streak, to push back the deep blues. Again, we know that he's running a lot of cover three, only one flat zone defender on that trip side. So we're going to run two receivers in his area at different depths. Again, and then the silent defender has to choose, does he go high, does he go low? The silent defender went low, we went high, and man, the presser was able to get there in time. Sickening, but we got to take mental note of that for later in the game. Because again, he's not double flatting on that trip sideline. So again, now that we just attacked, the trip sideline too. So again, we've attacked the tight end sideline a lot. Now we just showed him we're gonna attack the trip sideline. So now we're gonna look to attack over the middle of the field. Again, we want to be attacking all 9 spaces on the field here. So I kind of expected him to dedicate more resources to that trip sideline after I just ran a flood concept over there. But again, look. We're going to read post snap. So again, he has flats at different positions or at different depths on the tight end side again. So again, he's dedicating a lot of resources over there. So again, anytime anyone's doing that, they're going to be giving up the middle of the field here. So again, we look to attack over the middle of the field at different depths as well with this little in route and tight end post. So again, what I noticed on that last play is also that the flat on the tight end side, he wasn't going too deep. So I was looking to kind of get over the top of him again and, seeing if that 3-rec, because again, a lot of the times the 3-rec will not defend a deep in route. It'll defend these shorter routes, and that's exactly what happened here. He's been using that 3-rec a lot to defend over the middle of the field. Or the short middle of the field, but again, we kind of knew we had that intermediate middle because usually those 3-Rex again will kind of drop down. So again, been attacking the short middle a lot with those drag routes. A lot of the tight end sideline a lot. We hadn't attacked over the middle too much. So again, that's why we kind of looked to attack there next. Again, we knew he wasn't dedicating much resources there because again we haven't been throwing to that portion of the field much. So again, we're gonna see how he reacts to that. We're gonna see if he can stop that play now. So again, he is able to stop this on the next play, but since he's only rushing 2, we're able to be able to run with our quarterback here. Just take our yards. So again, now we're making him respect the middle portion of the field as well. So and again, he's doing a good job. I mean, he has that. It's cover 3 every time. Again, we see post snap that his outside cornerbacks are dropping back. So again, I remember from earlier in the game though. Again, he wasn't doing a good job. He only had one flat zone defender on the trip side. So again, we're gonna be looking to attack that side now. Because last time he gave up the corner route when we attacked the trip sideline. He does a good job defending it here, but we had this drag here underneath. So again, we made his user run to the trip sideline because he Splash is a good player. He knows that his flats on the trip sideline weren't zone drop that far back, and he knew the cross would get over. And again, we call this play because he was leaving that. We haven't attacked the trip sideline too much, and the last time we attacked the trip sideline, we had the corner out. We had the deep left portion of the trip side wide open. So again, then we kind of just ran, a little drag underneath. Again, this wheel route is gonna kind of push these. We're kind of utilizing the wheel route as like a pull route here. It's going to pull these flat zones towards the sideline. Again, the drag gets past the 3-Rec, and we're able to lowball this and fit this in here. So again, what we're picking up so far is he's kind of he's not looking to defend with his coverage adjustments at the deep left sideline on the trip side. So we got to look to attack that portion of the field a little bit more later in the game. But here we're gonna go back, to this concept here over the middle of the field. See how he reacts to this, and he does a good job here. I thought I would be able to kind of maybe take off with my quarterback here again, but again, the sheds really got to me there. And guys, always throw the ball away when nothing is there. Again, that'll keep you in so many ball games. So here he has this film study, so he's actually gonna be able to see our player if we call curl flat again, but we still call it again anyways. And here again, what we're gonna see here is he's only leaving one sideline defender on the trip sideline. Again, he's cheating over there. Again, so we gotta look to flood the trip sideline more. He's only dedicating one sideline defender over there. So we gotta look to attack that portion of the field more. And here, I gotta get rid of this. So again, here I'm gonna look to attack this trip sideline. Again, he's been neglecting that sideline the whole entire game. So again, there he had a really good user, but again, man, this pass rush has been insane. Because since I don't have this double post up, again, he had only one sideline defender. Again, he had to go run over there. But again, the 2-man rush gets there. I had X wide open underneath, and his pass rush gets in. Really frustrating, and it even kicked me out of field goal range there. So. But that's okay. We gotta just note that for the rest of the game that he's cheating on that trip sideline, meaning that again he's only leaving one sideline defender over there. So again, we gotta look to attack that space on the field. Again, we gotta be attacking those 9 spaces on the field. And when you think about it like that, it makes it seem like everything's gonna be open. So we know that trip sideline has been open the entire game. So here in this 4th and 13, we're going to utilize a little ghost route. Again, this is more kind of just a glitch in Madden 21. This is not a concept that will apply, but the ghost route kind of pulls in, purples, holds him down. And again, we're going to have this quick seam. In case he blitzes me here, he's spreading his D-line. And remember the last time, guys, he spread his D-line, he blitzed me. So again, I want to make sure to have this quick seam because he's also telling me pre-snap here that it's cover 3. I mean, he's been doing that basically all game, though. But, again, his strong safety is down and out in the box, so that tells me he's going to be in a purple zone here. So I know I'm going to have the quick seam here, in this middle portion of the field because this is all from the post snap reads, knowing that the free safety is going to be in inside 30. He's not going to be able to get to the seam streak in time. I know that the purple here, he's gonna go towards the sideline here. This is an obvious cover 3 look. So again, I send a seam streak right down the middle of the field. I see that he follows him the whole entire way. Hit him here with his crossover the middle. Kind of a guess pass here. I wasn't sure what you do with his user, but again, the pressure was coming in. It was a 4th and 13. I had to throw something there. So again, so far this game, again, when we get down to this 23, again, he's not really defending that trip silent, so we got to keep running routes over there to the deep, trip silent. And again, that's where I like to attack here. And he actually blitzed a lot of people here, and that's why he had these quick outs to a running back. And again, he defended my quickest pass option really well. And again, it left over the tight end crosser though, so not much he could do there with his user. Again, good by him to kind of take away that first read. I probably would have done the same, but we stayed patient there and hit the next read over the middle. So again, here, 2nd and 1, man, just get under center. Either run the ball. Maybe you can kind of hit him over the top here, expecting the defense to get aggressive. That works too. But again, get under center here. Either get your free yards or try to hit him over the top here. Again, here I'm just gonna get my free yards, get my first down. I know that he's not really gonna be able to stop this. He stops the quarterback sneak here, but again, he's not gonna be able to stop fullback dive from that look as well. So just the combination of the fullback dive and the sneak is powerful. So again, those short yard situations, you want to be in goal line. Again, here last time he stopped the quarterback sneak, so now we're just gonna go to a fullback dive, and again we're gonna get the first down here. Again, anytime you need just a few yards, again, this goal line is gonna be your best run. So here, 1st and goal at the 10. Again, everybody in this situation is thinking, especially when you're under center, and this formation, we have the threat of a really effective run. We talked about that a lot in the red zone course. Again, in this situation, everyone's thinking run. Everybody in the building is thinking run. So we're going to kind of hit him over the top here. Again, I'm expecting both safeties and spies, and that's exactly what we get. We get both safeties and the spies. And, I'm kind of expecting my skinny post to win versus man here. But again, I got really fortunate on this play right here. Usually, I guess because his guy was lined up all the way inside, he shaded inside. But usually, when you have the 85 deep route and they still kind of went inside versus man. Skinny posts are good versus man, but again, I got fortunate here. Again, right thought process though, because again, 1st and goal at the 10, everyone's expecting run. They're looking to get aggressive. Again, look what he did with safeties here. He spied both of them, like I said, and look to hit him over the top. Pretty fortunate touchdown there though. And here back on offense for him. So again, at this point of the game, we got to recall, okay, what's been giving him trouble, and we were able to stop him last time in. Gave him a little trouble in the man coverage. So I got to remember to mix in that look versus this guy. He's been doing a pretty good job versus the cover 3, hybrid. We mix and match one time. We could go back to that as well. It did pretty good versus him. But again, we're going to stick to this man coverage. We're going to cross man the running back here because, again, he comes back over the middle a lot. So again, the man coverage, bag them up here again. Yeah, that's all defense is just, at this point I'm just trying to find what makes him uncomfortable. So, don't keep running something that's not working. So just kind of had to mix it up a little bit on him here, and just kind of again recall what he's been doing, and he's been doing a lot of those running back wheels out of the back or those running back circle routes. So again, we kind of cross manned him, and then the man coverage kind of took care of the rest. So. Again, here we're going to try blitzing him and man up. Cross-man is running back here. But good mix-up here by him. He sees that I've been cross-manning his running back. So he sends his running back, opposite of the cross-man. And, it's going to kind of put me into a dilemma here because that circle route in the middle of the field beats my straight up man to man. But if I cross man the running back here, he can put him on a table route and that'll win as well. So when I started doing this game, I even started double teaming the running back because it really is such a pivotal part of his offense from the circle route, the table route, to the wheel route. So again, I dedicate a lot to him. But here I really started to blitz him too because he's sending a lot of people out on a route here. So I did want to mix in the pressure just so to kind of prevent him to stop, sending everyone out on a route here. And I was trying to man up the running back there, wasn't able to in time. Um, but I kind of like the plan here in this man coverage. That's given him the most trouble so far. Again, we're going to cross man his running back again. And again, I really wanted to get there. Uh, so again, we faked like we were going up on the crossing route and then came right back down. But again, I just didn't have the change of direction there to fully bait him. So, good offense here by him though. So we're gonna have to look to make some slight adjustments here. So we kind of got the crosser and the motion slant open there. So here again, I'm gonna mix it up here. I'm gonna go to more cover two. Again, the reason why I went the cover two zone is it's gonna defend those out routes on the outside. Again, I have this 3-rec over the middle. That will you saw I put a 3-rec over the middle, and that's going to do a good job of defending those underneath routes. Like you saw him doing as well, he was utilizing 3-recs as well to defend those drags. That's what's carrying my drags over the middle of the field here. And I'm also cross-manning his crossing route as well here. So, again, good play by him here to quick throw to his running back. Again, the combination of the running back flat, the circle route, the wheel route, again, was a pretty big pain in the ass, honestly. So again, I kind of got to the point at one point in the game where I was double teaming his running back. Again, cross-man him here again. Again, mix it up with some match coverage here. And again, he threw this cross body. And again, the reason why I went the match is I figured it would do a good job versus, if he threw the out route. And, I had his running back manned up. And I figured the quarter flat would man up to the flat route as well in case he did that. It was a good mix-up, but, was able to throw this cross body here and, keep the drive moving. So here down in the red zone again, I know it gets tough here. So we're gonna try match coverage again. And again, he's able to throw that little circle route right off the cut, man. That route is really tough to defend. So I believe this might be the play where I double team the running back. Or no, I'm on the safety here because again I know I'm expecting run here. Again, really tough to pass inside the 10, so I got really aggressive, lurked on the safety here, looking to prevent the run. Again here in the red zone, I'm just going to look to play man coverage, lurk in the safety in case he runs. Again. And this really should have been a fumble right here. Again, notice how also I only have one deep blue in the red zone. Again, you don't need, you really don't need many deep blues in the red zone. Just play man with a deep blue, maybe even a hook zone. It's going to be really tough to move down here. And again, I click on here, get around the guy. I go for the hit stick on his quarterback. He does not fumble the ball here. Again, really unfortunate here for me, but honestly, I had a fortunate score on my red zone possession, so it is what it is. So here again, 4th and 2. Again, I'm going to be on the safety. I'm expecting run. You see me, I'm double teaming the running back at this point in the game because, again, guys, really think about what's been killing me this game. It's me, the running back, whether it's on a table route or a circle route. So, again, I double teamed him here. So he can't throw the flat here, and he can't really throw the circle route because he's going to be cross-man here. So, again, I accidentally put 3 people on the running back here. I did not mean to do that, but again, he throws it right at me, and my guy just doesn't even animate right here. So, and this was pretty frustrating. I thought played good defense here. Just played man across the board again. Spotting my safety again. We're not worried about anything deep in the red zone. You don't have to get too fancy here in the red zone. Just keep it simple. Get rid of your deep blues. And man, I can't believe I didn't pick that off. But upsetting. But again, next play mentality. Again, we've been playing good offense. We know we can win this game. We gotta put that play, this drive behind us here. So again, here we're gonna go back to this play. Honestly, he's done a pretty good job versus this play right here. So I might need to throw. It might be time to throw this play out because he's done a good job of defending. The middle portion of the field. Again, he's able to super send me right here. So again, I gotta throw this play out. Again, it has not been effective for me. Only worked one time. So time to throw that play out. Gonna go back to this play because again, he's not protecting that deep left portion of the field. From the pre-snap reads we've been making. So again, here also we know that this drag gets open late versus the three rec over the middle of the field. And again, we're utilizing this running back as a kind of a pull route to pull these flats towards the sideline and open up this drag over the middle of the field. So again, maybe in an earlier portion of the game, I might run goal line in this situation, but again, with only a minute left at my own 32, I'm looking just to kind of move the ball down the field here. We're gonna quick snap, I believe, yeah, curl flat, because again, again, it's all post snap read, so he's been leaving only one silent defender in the trip side all game, so we gotta know that, and we gotta look to run two people in that area of the field at different depths. So again, we do that here, get the first down. Again, he's been neglecting the trip silent all game. So again, we're gonna kind of call a play. Again, the money drive. This is time to bring out some plays maybe they haven't seen yet, and that's what I'm gonna kind of do here on this drive. Is I'm gonna look to attack this deep trip sideline here because that's the part of the field he's neglecting, but just kind of with a newer play that I haven't shown him yet. Well, I'm gonna get to that here in a second, but or no, maybe okay, yeah. So this is I do go to it here, so or no, I go back. Okay, so I'm gonna attack over the middle of the field here. So again, he's been dedicating a lot of resources towards the sideline as well. So again, uh, this middle of the field uh, is a good place to attack because again he has a lot of these two silent defenders on the tight end side a lot. So when that happens, we know that the middle of the field is going to be vacant here. So that's where we're going to look to attack. Again, we've attacked a lot of got unfortunate here, but again we've attacked a lot of tight end sideline, the middle of the field here and there, but uh, we haven't sent uh, too many route combinations just dedicated towards that middle of the field. But we know that's kind of been a weak spot in this defense. But again, we got to look to get back towards the trip sideline because again, he's been neglecting that portion of the field all game as well. So, and here you're gonna see it here. I gotta run a crossing route to this deep trip sideline. Again, he has not been zone dropping deep on the trip sideline. Again, we gotta look to attack all nine spaces of the field, and he's been neglecting that space, that deep space on the field here. So again, guys, as always, if they're leaving that deep ball open, man, if they want to give the 30, 40 yards, take that 30, 40 yards. So again, and this is a new play. Again, we kind of pull something out of our back pocket here. But again, the play call makes sense because we're still looking to attack that deep trip sideline here that he's left open the entire game here. So again, this is all information we've collected throughout the game. And we're still going to have a route underneath too. So again, if he wants to run deep with that guy, that's fine. We will still have our drag underneath here. And we're going to playmaker him up. Again, look at him. He's running deep. Again, he's neglected the trip silent all game. He's forcing himself to run deep every single time. With this any type of crossing route that's been ran towards a trip silent, or even a corner out. Again, he's always had to go and run and guard it himself. He knows that's kind of the weakness of his defense. So again, we want to keep running routes in the area. Take his user out of the play again, and that's what opened up this playmaker drag over the middle of the field. His user's nowhere near it because again he's left open that deep trip silent all game. And again, we keep running routes in that area, and we're able to get this route open here. Again, guys, I want you guys to pay attention now to the clock management in this situation. So again, if it gets under 10 seconds, I will get iced. So again, I'm going to be looking to come out in field goal at about the 20-second mark. So I do not get iced in this situation. Again, I'm just going to run the ball. Again, this game is over. Again, you just run the ball. I believe it's 40-second play clock. So again, I run 3 times. Again, the time's going to run out here, but we don't want them to use that timeout under 10 seconds to ice us. So after this play, we're going to come right out in field goal block. If I waited to come out in the field goal, and we got under 10 seconds, he would be able to ice me. But since I came out in field goal now he's not going to be able to ice me, because again, I could just start the kick meter now and hold it, and then he wouldn't be able to call a timeout at all. So this forced him here to call his timeout early, and now he's not going to be able to ice me since I came out in the field goal right away. So now I can kneel it and just get a clean field goal here in this situation. And that's basically game right here. Again, he wasn't able to ice me. Again, guys, there's a lot in here. So again, we're covering everything from, you guys saw some pocket presence, a lot of, route combo development with the, the pull routes, like, the wheel route, pulling the flat zones towards the side to open up the drags. And as always, you see the streaks pushing back the deep blues. A lot of utilizing our base plays, until they show they can stop it. Again, a lot of attacking the 9 spaces of the field and seeing post snap, taking that screenshot, in their head and saying, okay, these are the open spots of the field. Now what routes do I use to attack it? And then again, in this game, a lot of adjusting on the fly on defense as well, because again, it's a really good offense. So I wasn't able to kind of stick with my base plays on defense. So again, it was a lot of mixing it up on defense here, and seeing what would give him different looks and a lot of hybrid coverage, trying to think outside of the box.